Welcome back, everybody. We've got FCS Northwest this week. This really needs to be our first win in the series. This is a team I know we can beat. We are significantly better than these guys, and it's going to be one of 3 home games this year. We're going to stick in our normal homes. I think we're going to jump right into it. This really needs to be our first dub of the series. There's no excuse if we lose this. And here we go. We're going to be kicking off in the rain this week. Alrighty. Should be an interesting matchup here. Very similar color schemes too. Let's see if we can make this work. Can we do it? Can the defense take some good positive notes from last week? What in tarnation was that? A loss of 9 on one of the weirdest throws I have ever seen. How did that guy why was he 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage like that? I don't know what the hell that was, but they get 8 back on that run, and they're going to be set up with 3rd and 11. And this would be a great opportunity to get off the field early. Good bat down. Way to force the 3 and out. And the offense is going to get the ball after a very good stand by the defense. Grutadaria can't really do anything with that return there, but no worries. See how long Leon lasts today. I was very pleased with Case Vaharn last week. Some very, very accurate throwing of the ball. And that's an awesome run to open this game up. And we're going to hit him with a play action right here. See if we can cook up a little bit. Ty Washington gets a good gain of 8 there. Ooh, this is an interesting bubble here. Zach Ladd. Zach Ladd with some space. Zach Ladd can't make a man miss, but gets down to the 22. Very, very shifty for 6'4". Almost had his first touchdown of his collegiate career last week. Took a massive hit and could not hang on. I tried to cut that up, and it results in a very minimal gain of only 2. Well, we're gonna go right back to the run. Maybe we can get to the outside, and we can't. We only get 1 there. And in the rain, from the 19, I don't think our kicker can hit it. I really don't. Great ball placement by Case Vaharn, and Donahue scores. First drive at home on the season, and we put the ball in the end zone and take what should be a 7-0 lead, barring anything crazy. There we go, 7-0. And let's try to replicate what we saw in that first defensive stand. That was incredible work, and good work on the kick return coverage there by the special teams. Let's keep this up. Oh, we get hit with a mean read option. This guy, was it Dick Cheney's kid? I think Dick Cheney spelled like an E. It's a weird spelling of Cheney, so guess this guy can't be related. Would be funny. And he's met at the line of scrimmage, but still gets the first down by the nose of the football. Force him to throw away after some beautiful pass coverage there. We're going to send a blitz. I'm actually going to be on the blitz with Billy Adcock here. Good run stop by Cashman and a couple other guys there to make the play. It's going to be a big 3rd down here. Let's try to get off the field, guys. I need to be over the middle, I think. No worries. And that's going to be another punt by the FCS Northwest Sharks. I don't know what they're called. Gotta be the Sharks, right? Grutadaria back here getting the punt. We want to extend this lead as much as possible because we know this Heisman CPU inevitably will probably start to make a comeback. Oh, we can't get the ball out to Ladd, and we're tasked with an early third down here. Donahue's still on his feet up to the 44. We're going to get back to the run here with Leon. Try to make a man miss. I juke right into him and only get one. And Zach Ladd hangs on through some tough contact. Great ball by Telvin Case-Faharn as well. This offense just feels so much different with some true weapons. A slightly inaccurate ball by Case-Faharn, but they cannot catch Zach Ladd, and Zach Ladd will get his first collegiate touchdown on a beautiful corner route. Cannot catch that man Ladd. Too quick. 3 for 63 and a touchdown today already, and it's only the first. And the Triceratops march out and take a 14-point lead before the end of the first quarter. Feeling very confident here. Let's keep this up. Let's get another stop here on defense. An excellent kick return coverage there again. Whit Week's going to be dropping into coverage. Let's see how he is in coverage. Oh, got us with the read option there again. I'm going to use our Turpin here. Oh, I was waiting on the read option on the outside. Bring him down, and that's a huge gain. Up to the 39, just like that. Let's send a blitz, or an audible to a blitz. Try to blow this up, and we do, for a minimal gain of 1. He tries to cut it back up, but is met with Gamir Latimer and company for a minimal gain of 1 yet again. Miguel Torres out there on the right. Yancey is covering the middle. Yancey gets cooked by the tight end, but no worries. The pressure forces another punt by FCS Northwest. Grutadaria back deep. Let's see if we can. Grutadaria with a huge return. Grutadaria has one man to beat. Will he beat him? He will not, but gets all the way up to the 46-yard line with an excellent punt return. And we're going to get it to Leon here. There's some good space, and he fights forward down to the FCS Northwest 35-yard line. I'm looking at Zach Ladd here. This route worked very good against Wake Forest. It looks like it should work very well here. The ball is slightly off target though. May have just slipped out of Case-Faharn's hand a little bit funky. We had Ladd though, for sure. But no worries, Cutrera gets 15 there on the bubble. Leon Riddick, he's going to get the ball here, try to cut upfield, burst of speed, and he gets a very flashy 8 yards there. And do I want to call this play before half? I don't think I am. I think I'm just going to let it go to half, let Leon get a breather, just in case. And wow, not let it go to half, first quarter, excuse me. Very pleased with how we've looked in that first quarter. Cannot complain whatsoever. And somehow we call the exact same play. We're going to get out of that. Going to get it to Leon here. Gets just enough for the first down. First and goal from the 10. We're going to try out this mesh concept. Either Donahue or Ladd, I think, should be a good option here. Ball's a little bit low. Zach Ladd gets a very good, well fought for 8 yards there. And I believe Tyreek Dunham's going to check into the game. We are in big time power formation. Can he punch it in? Tyreek Dunham will punch it in to extend this lead to 21-0. Pending the PAT. And we are just firing on all cylinders right now. They have no answer for us, and we, on defense, have had all the answers so far. Knock on wood. Let's keep this up. Man, it feels very good to not be the lowest ranked team anymore. And I did, just to let you guys know, I do check before the start of every game to make sure that the CPU doesn't knock back the difficulty, and it still is on Heisman. And we've just come to play today. Not fooled on that play action at all. We are all over the receivers. There's no time to bring in that ball. Yancey with a good swim move, and they do convert. Let's not let them build any momentum here. Oh, what was it? There better be a hold. That's got to be a hold on the tight end. Awesome. That's coming back. 1st and 19. That sets them back big time. Love it. Ooh, and I'm there with Turpin, but he sheds. He's still going. Oh my God. What a big run for Tariq Roberts. Can we wrap him up here? We do. Good loss of 4. That was Mike Cashman. That's a familiar face. Bring him down the backfield, and we do for another loss of 4 on back-to-back plays. We'll give up the underneath. We just don't want to give up a big shot, I think, here. And we won't give up anything. They'll lose yards, and we're going to force another punt. The defense is firing. The defense is clicking. We're cooking, and it's a horrible punt. Grutadaria, I tried to fair catch that. I don't know what kind of punt that was. It was like a 15, 20 yard punt. That was abysmal. If that. We're going to keep it on the ground here. I'm going to audible out of this pass play. We've seen some good success in the run game so far. Leon's still on his feet after a solid juke. Gets us up to the FCS Northwest 46. Man, that is a mouthful. I'm just going to call them the Sharks. Beautiful pass by Telvin Casevaharn to find his favorite new receiver, Zach Ladd. And Casevaharn has 160 yards on the day with only 2 incompletions. And we've got Zach Ladd on a bubble here. If that corner doesn't crash down. Ooh, good pass breakup. I thought we could thread the needle there. If he didn't break that up, that was a touchdown 1,000% to Zach Ladd. They're pressing Ladd here. Not going to be able to... We're just going to have to throw it away, I think. Good coverage. Or good pass rush, I should say. We're actually going to flip this, try to get Zach Ladd going to the wide side. Ooh, I'm liking this. I'm liking what I'm seeing over here. Didn't end up liking it very much. We'll try a 36-yarder. Holy cow. You guys hear that? Jesus. We make it. We actually made a field goal longer than a PAT. I was kind of skeptical. I didn't put full power on it. And he doesn't have a huge leg, but I'll take it. That's kind of refreshing to see. We obviously wanted 7 there, but I'll take 3, and the fact that I haven't hit a field goal in God knows how many games, that feels good. That does. Feels good to finally sink one through the uprights. And let's try to keep this momentum cooking. Our defense has played very good so far. Not ideal there, giving up 8 yards on first down. We're going to send a blitz here. I think that's Kevis or Torres on the blitz, but they just run it right up the gut where we are not at, and they're at about midfield just like that. All right, let's lock in. Looks like they're going to rely on this running back a lot today. Come out in some man coverage. Make them test our corners, hopefully. Some good footwork to cut up, but good tackle to force a 3rd and 2. And I'm expecting a run here. I'm going to pinch my D-line. I'm going to also... Oh, it's a direct snap to the running back. We're all over it. 4th and inches when we have to be possibly expecting a fake punt here. This would be the time to do it. They're not going to, and it's another horrendous punt. It ends up working out relatively okay for them. They down it at the 21. Let's try to extend this lead a little bit more before half. Love it. And Leon gets about 10 there. Mountain alert swing buck to Zach Ladd. That was an interesting play design for sure. Not sure how many times we're going to be calling that one again, but I was... think it'll probably just be working on this FCS school. Leon out in space. Can Leon... Whoa, I did not want to spin that way. I wanted to spin back in, but... Okay. Solid gain of 9 there, I suppose. And this is just going to go down to the 2-minute warning. Not going to try to call it before. Now, depending on what that corner does on the far left, this could be a Zach Ladd time. Oh, whoa, it was to Zach Ladd, but I feel like Cutrera could have caught that. I just maybe wasn't expecting it. Well, at least it didn't end up in a pick. That's always okay with me. And we pick up the first under 2 minutes. Not going to call any timeouts yet. Check down to Leon. Texas route. 139 and counting. Not necessarily in a rush just yet. Donahue wide open. Donahue gets out of bounds after picking up the first. Oh, Telvin needed to lead him more. Oh my gosh. Zach Ladd had him cooked as well. That one stings a little bit. I think we're going to audible out of the 4 verts. Something underneath. Oh, and that's a horrible pick. That's a horrid pick. Make the tackle. Oof. That's one we wish we could have back. That ball needed to come out far earlier. Really bad mistake on my end. Oh my gosh. My door wasn't open wide enough for my cat. Got a little distracted as he was screaming there. We need to get a stop. We need to make up for that bad pick we threw. Didn't throw one all last game, but to throw one against an FCS school, not really ideal. I think we're just getting too nonchalant and careless with the ball there. Underestimating our opponent. And they're driving. They're kind of getting us on these slant routes. We're going to do a double safety blitz here. Move down Billy and Joe. Tried to force an inaccurate pass there, but he puts that on the money. And they're looking like they're going to score. Good pass breakup. Don't think he would have been able to haul that in anyways. It's kind of an aired pass. Way to tackle him short. And they're going to remain in 5 wide. Let's try to get a stop. I'm going to try to play this quick slant. And we're all over it. And they're going to be forced to take 3. Excellent example of bend but don't break by the defense. They had Telvin's back there. After a bad pick, we hold them to just 3. That was very, very commendable work by the defense. And that's going to do it for the first half of football. We have a 21-point lead. And as long as we do not throw any more picks like that last one, we are well on our way to our first win in program history. We do get the ball here, start this second half of football. So let's try to keep things going. Oof. We had some good space there, just got wrapped up. And Leon all of a sudden has high risk of injury. His day might be nearing an end. It may be Tyreek Dunham action. Oh, inaccurate ball as my feet weren't set there, and we're tasked with an early 3rd down on this drive. Good ball on that, though. And Leon, I think we are going to take Leon out. No point in having one of our best offensive weapons go down against an FCS school, because we're going to need him later in the season. He had a good day. I just would prefer him to stay healthy so we can have him in more important games. And Tyreek Dunham goes nowhere on his first touch of the day. Minimal gain of 2. We'll try this mountain halfback screen. Whoa. I clicked it and it didn't register. Not a great way to start. And there's a drop by Nick Boutte. And we're going to be forced to punt it. We cannot let them back in this game. He bobbles the punt and it's nearly blocked. Somehow gets it off still. We got to wake up. We started off very hot, and we have since cooled down drastically on offense. Good play by Jake Cole there. That was Cam Dahlman, actually. Can Yancey bring him down? Yancey and, I believe, Still getting used to these numbers. Who is 23? Is that Kevis? I believe that might be Kevis Thomas. Kevis with a big time bat down. Kevis is 25, so maybe that was Miguel Torres that was 23, or Alex Lamp. But that is a great way to answer. Great 3 and out. Much needed. And their punting unit continues to struggle. Got a fair catch even with our guy standing right in the way. That could have been kind of sketchy. I want to try Loud on this corner. Oh, just can't fit the ball in. Good play by 17. Try one of our classics. And Couturier gets no blocks from his teammates. And this is a big 3rd and 9 already. We cannot afford to go 3 and out, really. And Donahue drops it. I forced that ball in there. Not a good read. How many times can we rely on our defense to bail us out? Can't be too many more. While they have played great, we can't keep calling on them like this. They're bound to give up something eventually. Good play by Jake Cole to force some big time pressure there. Force a dud pass. And Kevis Thomas comes up big with a huge pick on a bad ball by the QB. Seemed to have just slipped out of his hands potentially. Alright, well, that was I just was in the middle of saying how many times can we rely on our defense to bail us out, and they bail us out yet again. We gotta be smarter with the football. Been a little bit careless. And Nick Boutte, a very good adjustment on a slightly inaccurate pass, which we haven't seen too much from Telvin this season, but maybe the rain is just kind of messing with him a little bit, while Tyreek gets down to the 3-yard line. Oh, and the ball is batted out of Nick Boutte's hands on the fade. The fade route never really works in these games. And Tyreek cuts up the field and gets his 2nd touchdown of the season, I believe. It might be his 3rd. I'm not entirely sure, but Tyreek Dunham has a knack for the end zone, clearly. And we have extended this game 31-3. And we are looking excellent. Outside of a few stall-outs, bad interception on my end, the defense has looked absolutely superb against these guys. While I know they are an FCS school, so this is kind of to be expected. It's good to see it. It's good to see it in action. It's good to be on the not receiving end of a blowout. Then pick up the 1st down, get to the 45. We'd love to get another stop here. The end around does not work. Goes 6 yards in the wrong direction for them. I think that was Whit Weeks on the tackle there as well. Transfer we brought in. Screen! Screen! And we're all over that for a 0-yard gain. Great tackle by Mike Cashman. And they are forced into a 3rd and long situation. QB with a horrid throw. Not entirely sure what he was thinking there. And I gotta reiterate this. This is Heisman difficulty. I check every time before I start the game. You just really don't see the Heisman bot making that mistake too often. I guess I haven't played with against very low overall teams though, so that could be part of what's causing that, or what caused that last play at least. We get stuffed there with Tyreek Dunham. Ty Washington actually does hold on through contact. We'll try this all hitch. This actually looks kind of interesting. Not sure how it'll work. Telvin's got some legs. Telvin's scrambling. We'll slide. Don't want to take a big hit with our starting QB. He's got some wheels on him. Aight then. I'd like to see it. Oh, and Tyreek Dunham is still on his feet. Turned a negative into a 2-yard positive. And so Dunham has 2 touchdowns on the day. So 3 total on the season for him. Oh my gosh, 17. Again, makes a very good play there. Tyreek Dunham lowers the shoulder, gets a first down to the 32-yard line. Try a HB dive here with Dunham. And that goes pretty much nowhere. And I think we'll just take this to the end of the third quarter. Jet touch pass. Who's it going to? Boutte. Kind of wish it was designed for Zach Ladd so he could really showcase his speed, but we'll see what Boutte can cook up here. Boutte gets to the outside and picks up a solid gain of about 8-ish. And let's see if Dunham can punch it. Ah, nice. Picks up the first down and a little more. Maybe we'll try to get back to the bubble here. And the blocks kind of dissipate for a weirdly minimal gain of 2. Plant our feet, find Zach Ladd. Zach Ladd is up for the first down to the 8-yard line. Put Boutte on a fade. And just couldn't fit that ball in there in time. Good play by the defender on that to stop a touchdown. And we're going to go right back to the pass, I think. Right back. Oh my, that ball is horridly inaccurate, and that's Telvin's second pick of the game. It's going to be a 92-yard pick 6. Oof. I feel like that was a pretty good read. Why are you hitting the Heisman, buddy? I really do feel like that was a pretty good read. Yeah, he was very open. Just a wildly inaccurate ball. Goes pretty much right through Ladd's hands. Just not a good ball by Telvin. We're going to have to assume the rain probably caused that ball to slip out. I feel like that really wasn't on me. I feel like that really wasn't on me. I feel like I made a relatively good read there. They're calling an onside kick. Stewart picks it up with one hand. 2 hands on the ball, please. We now have the ball in excellent field position. Don't like to see another blemish on Case Vaharn's stat line. A little bit frustrating. We'll try to get back in the positives. And this should be a Zach Ladd touchdown. Again, you cannot compete with his elite speed. Zach Ladd, 7 for 135 and 2 tutties. We get Case Vaharn back to a positive tutty to interception ratio at 3-2. We extend the lead even more. And couldn't ask for a better answer than that. And good special teams coverage there. Good block. Oh my gosh. I'm just taking horrible angles here. I don't know what that play was. That was poor effort on my end, our other player's end. Good pass breakup by Brendan Yancey. Really don't want to allow an offensive touchdown in. Defense has played very... How is that not a pick? I'm right there. I feel like I was in an excellent position to make a play. Good hit on the quarterback by Whit Weeks. What a beast. This guy got shot out of a cannon, flying towards the QB, nearly unscathed. And who is that to wrap it up? Elias Colombo. Didn't really see... I think he either may be a transfer or just was on the bench last year. But that is awesome. Screen! Bring him down, bring him down. And they're going to go for it. Let's get a stop here. And then we'll just milk it out on offense. Let's put a cap on this excellent defensive day here. Nice. Let's go. Force the turnover on downs. We will take that all day. Great tackle by Brendan Yancey. And we're going to get out of here with a dub in front of our home crowd too. Tyreek Dunham off to the races. Tyreek Dunham with the longest play in Tri-C history. 70-yard touchdown. Oh my. Tyreek Dunham. He is the man. He's given Leon Riddick a run for his money. He says, I want to be the starter. One play, 70 yards to the house. Wow. I wanted to milk the clock out there, but I'm not going to say no to a huge touchdown like that. We have put on a show for our home fans today. After an absolutely brutal season 1, we get to treat them to a big-time victory. Whit Weeks trying to chase down the QB. This guy is fast. Holy cow. Why was nobody in that direction? Denard Grimes is coming for Chaney. And he's got some wheels. Pulled off because I thought he was going to scramble, and then he tossed it as soon as I pulled off. I was a little bit scared. It was not a throwaway, but thankfully it was. Kind of caught a break there. And the CPU just runs out of bounds. And that is something you do not see from the Heisman bot. I feel like it has to be the overall. Like, I can show you guys in the settings that this is Heisman difficulty. I will do that right here. Heisman. You just really don't see mistakes like that from the Heisman CPU. And they're going to punt it. Interesting spot to punt from. They went for it on 4th last time. You kind of just figured they'd go for it again, but suppose not. We're going to turn shoe clock on. And this day should come to an end. Tyreek Dunham. He wants more yards. This guy is having himself a day. I'm all here for it. Gets the first down there. Going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And we are just going to kneel this out. Oh, they're not going to do the super quick clock drip. Fair. Suppose I should have maybe got another first down before kneeling it. I'm just ecstatic with the win. I'm not thinking straight. And we'll have to punt it with about 2 seconds left. And we punt the ball off. Call for a fair catch with 4 seconds to go. Expect probably just a Hail Mary or something of the sort. We'll give cushion. Got kind of thrown off there with Kevis, but it's the first win in program history. Look at the boys. They are ecstatic. The Tri-C faithful in the crowd are roaring. And Tyreek Dunham had himself a day after a 13-game winless drought. We finally get the first win in program history. Albeit against an FCS school, but well-deserved, boys. Well-deserved. I could not be more proud of this team. We played excellent today. The second Case Vaharn pick, I think, just due to weather. And the first one was definitely a bad read on my end, but I think he played excellent. Zach Ladd had an amazing day. Tyreek Dunham played amazing. The defense was lights out, and I'm glad we finally got a win. Enough to make a grown man cry. To see this team come from where we were last year to getting our first win this year in a big-time fashion, albeit against an FCS school, it doesn't matter. I am stoked. I'm proud of the team. I couldn't be more happy right now. Our stars played like stars. We looked fantastic outside of a couple goofy errors, but didn't matter in the end. Just a great dub, great teamwork, great defense. Offense was firing. That was just awesome. And we're going to advance to the next week. And we're first on Sepulveda, pulling out ahead of Georgia by a decent amount. Second on Jorge Wilcox. First on Daryl Johns. That's a big-time recruit. We really want him. And same with Brett Glenn. We would love to get more pass rushing guys, more pass rushing prowess. Whit Weeks, MAC Defensive Player of the Week. Tyreek Dunham, MAC Offensive Player of the Week. I thought it could have been Zach Ladd. Either of them really played very well, enough to deserve it. And it's a bye week. We'll allocate these 40 points in this episode, and I'll advance to the next week here in this episode as well. We're going to send the house on him. Just having 3 electric receivers would be sick, I think. How are we doing on Colon? We've moved over TCU to take the lead. I wish I had some coach points to spend to increase hours. Because once visits happen, we're not going to be able to schedule any visits this year. Terrell Gibbs. Gibbs only has 1 offer, too. We'll throw him on the board. We'll scout him. 94 speed. Oh, we gotta get that guy. He looks sick. Not only does he have 94 speed, has good juke, good spin, good agility. Change of direction looks probably good as well. And that's it for recruiting. Look at that. 10 tackles, 1 sack for Whit Weeks. Glad we brought him in. Tyreek Dunham looked very, very good. And he doesn't really get banged up either. He may end up taking that starting job from Leon Riddick. As much as I like Leon, Tyreek has been very, very good. First on Bruce Teal. Second on Manny Hag. That's a name. We got UTEP. How are they rated? Ooh, this is an even game. A dead even game. Should be a good one. We got 15 more hours here. Bryce Ryan's we're third on. I do like him, though. He looks pretty solid, even though he's a bust. We'll take him off the board. Think we might be able to find some guys who have better dev traits. Oh, and Texas jumps TCU, and we gain even more ground on these guys. Interesting. Very, very interesting. We would love to have a 99 speed corner on this team with excellent man coverage right out the gate. I'm going to put 5 on each of these kickers. So the kickers we brought in aren't very good. Hopefully one of these guys is better. We're now up to second on this 4-star safety. We'll take that off. I kind of wouldn't mind to get him. He looks pretty solid too. Not sure what his speed is, but I think he should be pretty good. It's going to leave us with no hours remaining. Linebacker, we might just have to target couple guys in the transfer portal. We would love to get Darrell Johns. He's our number 1 option right now. What I learned from last recruiting class, I think I just want to focus on a couple really, really good guys throughout the season and then try to fill in what we need in the transfer portal, if that makes sense. I wouldn't mind putting points on Terrell Gibbs, though. Man, I'm not sure we're going to be able to get. We'll leave 5 on him. I don't think we'll be able to get him even if we kept that 10 on him. I'll try to put 10 on Gibbs here. Can I free up any more points elsewhere? Teal, I think we can free up some points on. Good on Jarek LaBelle. Sepulveda looks sick. Gosh, I would hate for Georgia to take this guy away from us. It's probably pretty likely that they do. Once they start pushing, it's going to be very hard to compete with that. We're just going to take Quan Man off. I don't think we'll be able to get him. We'll take DM player off him, put contact friends and family on Terrell Gibbs. I know we just brought in Tyreek Dunham, but this guy looks electric. And that's going to do it for this episode. First win in program history. Making good progress on some awesome recruits. It's 1 of 3 home games down, though, and second one coming up this week. Really, really tough. It may make some of these recruiting battles later on very hard. With that being said, I'm just absolutely stoked that we finally were able to get our first win in program history at home in front of our own crowd after an entire season of pain and suffering. We can finally give back to the community and give them a win. It just feels good. I'm very happy. I'm very happy that you guys get to see a win as well. We've got a good game coming up this week against UTEP. We are equally matched all across the board. It should be a good one on paper. We just got to come to play. We got to play smart. Got to have to count on the defense to keep up the great work and count on Zach Ladd and Tyreek Dunham to do some heavy lifting for us, while Case Vaharn also needs to play very well and needs to clean up those 2 mistakes that we saw. So hopefully it's not raining. Hopefully we don't see any more bad balls. I'm very much looking forward to this season. This season has started off very well. Thank you all for tuning in to the victory. I'll catch you in the next one.